All right. Good morning and welcome to yet another weekly season 2.5 race. Now, if anyone remembers what happened last week, I'm not well, I don't know if our race from last week, I don't remember, but it was a banger last week. I don't know if this one will live up to it, but we'll see what happens. I'm joined today by Mike Champ on commentary. Morning.
Morning. Hello, chat. Hello, everyone.
And this is well, if you're a runner, I'd say this is a pretty enticing start. I know you can't use Mini Monkey or Gorilla Gun right off the bat, but those are two pretty big moves in a seed. And of course, you got diving to top things off.
Oh yeah, diving's huge. That means you can get your level 4 hints as soon as you get key 2. Extra knowledge.
Yeah, this will definitely be a good race here. KingofYamimakai versus Eddaket. These are both very good racers. I believe they're the top 2 in ranking points in season 2.5 right now. We'll see how this goes. I'm certainly ready for chaos. I know chat's ready for chaos. I don't think we're quite ready yet. No, we're not ready in the race room yet. So, gotta talk a little bit more. So, Mike Champ, first time on commentary. How are you feeling? Feel ready?
Relatively ready. I've raced against both of these two before, Eddaket here on the Speedruns channel, like last month-ish, and King was my round 1 for the Blitz tournament, so both of them are very good, and both of them finished the seed faster than I did, so it's going to be a good race.
And to be fair, I also lost the first one in the Blitz tournament, and based on the seeds people were getting, I think I'm almost thankful for it.
Yeah. Even my first race was not super great. The lobby check of legends is one of our last things to do.
But yeah, even with all these enticing starting items, we could get absolutely dumpstered on by something really, really silly. Like maybe we'll see Check of Legends and Check of Legends 2 come into play like it did that one seed.
Ay.
All right, I believe everyone is readied up, so we are going to be starting shortly. Hooray!
Perfect. Here's hoping for a bean seed.
Everyone's opening for a bead seed, and a select few in the chat are also hoping for a Mechfish agenda.
Oh boy, not again.
Oh, here we go. Cool. All right, and we're off.
Crown over by Japes. You love to see it.
Doing a quick check over there. Meanwhile, Eddaket's just going to go ahead and go straight into Lumsy here. Pretty standard opening in the season 2 and 2.5 settings here. Going to be 2 golden bananas right off the bat. Edda's going to opt for the quick golden banana grab out of logic. King is going to do it too. Now, this is, again, not in logic, but if you're fast enough with DK, you can roll your way all the way to this check and grab it before the gate closes, even if the timer hits 0, just like how Eddaket did there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Eddaket is getting a first round of hints, and we got Aztec.
Ooh.
Is
this even randomized?
Mile Key H.
Alright. Was that Chunky's found by someone in Forest?
Forest Lanky is Chunky. Tunnels is 2 potions.
That's interesting. There's not a whole lot of checks in tunnels, so
yeah,
they're very spread out throughout the level.
That's going to be one to remember for later, but in the meantime, they're going to head over to one of the other free dirt patches in Isles here. Now, it is kind of split between runners to check the dirt patch in the Isles training area first. Now, we'll see if either of them opt to do that. Doesn't. Oh, nope. At a change. Did you see the mind change mid-roll there?
I saw that.
Both
I usually
players
prefer
gonna
to.
be, this is basically the exact same thing at this point.
Yeah, this is usually what I prefer to do. You can peek the shop in case there's a key or a move here, and also 3 free donkey coins if you have him. As an excellent head start. See, what do you know?
3 free donkey coins.
And it's 3 coins! It's perfect.
Gonna get whatever that is. So, and we got a red potion. It's guitar. No Aztec shenanigans later.
Huge.
The main aisle is a guitar. We got here Strong Kong, everyone's favorite.
Nice. You'll probably need that for the Aztec tunnels.
Yeah, now normally Strong Kong isn't exactly, no pun intended, very strong, but since we have 2 potions in Aztec tunnels, you are logically required to have it for tunnels checks. So definitely something you have to keep in mind for later. Especially that quicksand barrel in the back. Force level 1. Caves to splat.
I love that splat.
Kyle's lanky instrument is something. Aztec shops is key too. Funnels is 7 and Diddy. Interesting.
Very interesting.
And I think I missed, there was like an exterior mushroom one. Did you get that?
Yeah, mushroom exterior for key 8.
Okay, pretty straightforward.
Yeah, nothing too crazy on these hints yet. Alright, so which moves do we already know that we need? Gotta find trombone and barrels somewhere. DK rolls so
making his way into the mills area first to get the hidden, well, not so hidden anymore, the dirt check, which only I've seen 2 medals now. We've also seen a crown. I feel like NSAC lovers are going to be coming out now. I think it's an NSAC seed.
King grabbing the 3 coins behind the clock. Pretty solid move in case Cranky has something to buy.
Okay, we're gonna get this check here now. That check kind of stumps me a lot because I know where there was a race early on where you could peek that check and not a lot of people knew that, so a lot of people would try running around not knowing that the wins check had something. So definitely a good one to check for sure. Eddaket is not getting the DK coins, but I mean, we don't know if they're necessarily needed. King has him, we'll see if that comes into play later. Both runners making sure to be pretty detailed when it comes to getting these DK bananas here. We'll probably see a walk around and a cranky check in a moment. Alright, coming up, we got Cranky in the distance here, and there's a key, but we don't have Diddy.
We gotta find Diddy Kong somewhere? Oh boy. Oh, that's not key 2.
Definitely not key 2. That was hinted Aztec shops.
Yeah, so that's gotta be, what, 4 or 5?
We'll see.
The 7's locked by something in the Aztec tunnels.
That's true. Where was Guitar? It was actually in Dirt Patch main aisles in the training area.
Yeah, nice, quick, easy check, and makes it very beneficial to get into Aztec whenever you can. Which they should be able to do. They should be able to find Vine swinging by the time they leave this level. I think there's a good chance it's on Mushroom Exterior somewhere, since there's a path to Key 8 there.
I don't know of that one. I feel like we'd see more hints.
Oh, right, yeah.
But regardless, there is something on the exterior. Yeah, this is always a strat for early forest. Like, it sucks, but climbing this is just way too strong, especially with all the checks available at the top. And you know that forest exterior is hinted, so like there's with the multiple checks up here, it's too good not to skip out.
Yeah, and with no way to change it to night to do other checks in the area, you might as well just climb anyways. You get Chunky later, you can grab his medal by falling down instead.
Has DK tried to bash one of those stay night switches with the guitar they have?
That might work, but I don't know if DK knows how to use the guitar. Mostly sticks to his bongos.
Alright, we got our first medal check here. That's going to be a golden banana. Doesn't seem like much, but very useful early on, and we are getting one of our exterior checks here. A medal! We have 3 medals now. NSAC lovers seething because this is very clearly an NSAC seed.
Oh yeah, anytime you see medals early, you hope Jetpack is in the pool, but unfortunately it's not, so all those medals are going to waste. King checking the boss, it seems.
Yeah, good play to do
I like
early
this
on, and if you don't have much to do. A lot of people want to skip the bosses, they're long checks, but can't
this
really blame
could totally
King for
be
doing
Chunky.
This could be
Lanky
Vines
gets...
too.
Oh, true. Hold, it's Lanky.
There's Vines. That's a rainbow coin.
Ah, it's a rainbow coin. Unfortunate.
Alright, Vines was in fact in Forest Exterior, but because of the Vines logic, that Forest Mushroom Exterior Path Key 8 likely isn't it, I don't think. I guess we'll find out, won't we?
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure exactly how it would work for if the tunnels thing was locked by Vine swinging, but...
Well, hold up. We got Instrument Upgrade 1. The most
huge!
important.
That's... Oh, they already had a second melon, never mind. So Key 2 either has to be on Candy or they need to find Diddy somewhere.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is going to be Key 2. It would be very unusual if this was a required Find Diddy. Because we know Aztec shops into Key 2, and we don't have Diddy yet, this is likely going to be our thing.
And they'll have enough coins because they picked up a rainbow coin in the last level.
King getting his instrument upgrade, Eddaket getting another golden banana. And there is a key. Key 2? Ooh, that's 7 coins.
Woo!
Alright. Not really too much more they can do here, though. I think Eddaket's definitely gonna just
They
bail.
can check the boss.
No, Eddaket's bailing. He doesn't care. Maybe King will do it for us. Is that a pearl in DK's cage?
It is! That's 2 pearls already found.
Apes level 3. Rofenscoff Foolish Rip.
No. It's level 4 Japes, he dropped down. Ooh! Production for Lanky.
Factory lanky production is hinted. Oasis and Totem Area Key 5. Missed the hint before this. Did you get it?
Yeah, I also missed that one, so hopefully
Jape
when
Stormy
King
Tunnel
swings
Area.
by.
It's foolish. Maybe chat got it for us, or maybe King will let us know.
Yeah, James is level 4. Etiquette jumped down to go get
Oh
those
yeah,
hints
I
first.
messed up.
Factory
That was my
level
bad.
3? Are we sure this is randomized?
Aztec Splat is Diddy. Diving is 7-8 Lanky Chunky.
Alright, well we know K Rool.
Yep. Only 2 to get level 3, and you can check the upper part.
Fortunately, we don't have Tiny to skip the lanky production room check yet.
Etiquette probably is going to peak the potion color here. It is yellow.
Interesting. Alright, let's see if we can get this hint that we missed.
Llama Temple 1 potion. Alright.
Alright, not bad. There with Diddy on a Kasplat in Aztec, he's got to be on the donkey one behind the coconut cage. There's no other Kasplats he can get to.
Right, and with Strong Kong makes this check a lot easier. And you can get this check without it, but especially if you're only on like 1 or 2 melons, it can be a pain. So nice grab by Etiquette there. King
I
is
certainly
going
have
to be
died in here
following.
multiple times.
King is following Etiquette into Aztec. Or I'm sorry, Factory.
I was gonna say, this Aztec looks a lot like a factory.
Pretty angry if you ask me.
106. Advanced Ancients.
Ooh, we got a chunky potion available in Cranky Shop.
Still only
So-
missing one hint for Tiny Kong, but we know where the other 2 Kongs are, roughly.
Oh, there's a donkey potion here. Old
But does he have the
Revolve.
money?
He does. It's a ring stand.
Perfect. That's really good.
Yeah, because now the we know prod room is early logic. Very good for pathing out stuff for later.
I don't think
The
that gets
Mario
us anything
Party.
else. Kurt.
No, I don't think so, but at least we got a little bit of Mario Party action in the Crusher room. Etiquette likely just gonna be pause. Oh no, I think he just wants to go straight for prod room here.
You could also swing around to the pole area and get that Kasplat before
So
heading
it
back.
looks like, yeah, it looks like that's what he's gonna be doing, and it's a rainbow coin. Perfect.
Love being super rich on all your Kongs as soon as you get them.
KingofYamimakai is going to be getting his orang stand as well. Both players have it.
Extremely high value move.
And being of high value, I'm really hoping this is another high value seed for the viewers.
It's hard to tell if it will be so far, but one can only hope. There's still a lot of seed left to do. This climb will also get Lanky's banana medal for this level.
What is there? Like, there's like 25 bananas on that pole alone. Very easy to get Lankies in this level for sure. What? Taking the fall of shame. At least he tagged Warp 4.
Mm-hmm. Just like Castle, everybody gets their one.
Can we get some F's in the chat for Etiquette, please?
King putting his money to good use, buying a DK blueprint.
Yeah, Etiquette passed on that. We'll see if that ends up affecting the race later.
He also couldn't have afforded it if he did go in. That was 6 coins. He only had like 2 or 3 left.
I think KingofYamimakai actually got the rainbow coin before he went and checked it. So what do we got here? It's coconuts. Perfect. All right, so that does satisfy a Way of the Horde. Nice sniping by Etiquette.
Showing off his excellent aiming skills.
Nothing in the arcade area, it looks like. Oh, I think KingofYamimakai accidentally exited the aisles instead of exiting level. I hate when I do that.
It happens to the best of us. And at the worst times, too. At least it was a quick return since it's only up Warp 4, but...
Now, here's a pretty good play here. I think we kind of sussed out that the Kasplat is going to have something here. Remember, we got a hint that Aztec Kasplat has Diddy. So we'll see. And it very likely will be the case unless something crazy happens.
I'm pretty sure this is the only one you can get to without Diddy in some form.
Yeah, that's why I said if something crazy happens, like there's a random 6 Kasplat store we didn't know about. That's not the case though. That is Diddy Kong. We're good there.
It also takes out 1 potion location from the Aztec tunnels for that scouring hint.
Ooh, what did King buy there? I missed it.
I think it was just a banana. Yeah, there weren't any moves in that shop.
Okay, cool. Definitely feel like Etiquette right now is playing a little more aggressive than KingofYamimakai is. Yamimakai taking the time, full clearing the beginning of the game here before moving on.
I think that's a pretty fair play. Either way, because you know there's a few potions in the back of Aztec and you can pretty much tell where Diddy is. But at the same time, if there's anything easy to get here in Factory... That's huge.
Tunnels. That's tunnels.
So there's a good chance that's our Key 7 Diddy K. Rool hint. Unless Rocket Barrel's also here. Which would be pretty weird, but not impossible.
Right. We also know diving is path to Key 7. One more free check up here. Can only get the Kasplat, nothing else, unfortunately. Another thing that's good for King here is that, like, there's a ton of coins for everybody on this path. So, like, this is a pretty good value for him. Unfortunately, he did not get Coconut Gun first, so he's going to miss out on that Power Hut check.
Right, I think I've solved it. Key 7, we've got Peanuts and Diving. It's on the Macfish.
Yep. Let's get some, if you're sub to the channel. Oh, Etiquette's almost out of coconuts. Oh, no.
Oh, with the last shot, he got it.
But there was another balloon there.
That's fine. There's plenty of small bananas in front of the Llama Temple.
That was the last whole bananas for DK in the level. Wrap it up.
It's over.
It looked to be a rainbow coin there. I didn't quite catch it, but... Here's the 2 more bananas for DK here, and it's just a gold banana. Can't go wrong with that.
Can't be too mad about that.
Now, I feel like if I'm Etiquette and you get that Penis' Path to Key 7, I feel like you're checking 5-door temple, right? And that's only because, like, clearly Peanuts is locking something. KingofYamimakai going to be getting Coconut Shooter here. Perfect. Press 1 if you're excited for the Mechfist chat.
Path to Key 7 currently is Aztec Tunnels, which has given us Peanut, which is also DK Rool, so that makes sense. And also Diving. But Diving's also on the path to Key 8, Lanky, and Chunky K Rool, so there's a lot of options.
This play makes sense to me for King. He wants to just go back to the Power Hut. He already tagged Key 2, so why not? Or Warp 2, I should say. That gets
pretty
him
good value.
the metal check. That gets him another golden banana. He is out.
Like he's probably following Etiquette right back to Aztec. Etiquette now with enough GBs to enter Japes.
A little surprised he's going for the vulture check, considering he's been cutting on them, but that's okay.
King looking like he's about to pick up Diddy Kong. Vulture has a potion.
Yeah, that potion is very interesting. See what that is. Like, we want barrel throw here, but like, wonder if we care if it's anything else. This is out of logic if it's barrel throw, so we have to keep that in mind. It's Super Simian Slam.
Okay, that's pretty big. Chunky K Rool.
Super Simian, and he's gonna do like a 10-second golden banana here.
It's actually really huge to have early with the Chunky K Rool on the horizon.
Right, I will be right back.
All right, chat, you're stuck here with me now. All right, what kind of wild stuff are we looking for here, chat? What do we think is going to happen next? Peanuts for King. Very good, very good. Mechfish, they're missing a couple of keys for that. And the bean, they're missing a bean for that. And also the Kongs and their guns. And saxophone. Beetle Race? Beetle Race could be possible, I guess. I'm thinking Rabbit Race might have Chunky. Because Lanky gets Chunky in Forest somewhere. And we haven't seen anything for that yet. Oh wait, but 2 Lanky checks are opened up now that we got Stand. After checking some things here, it might be frugal to go back up the mushroom and check those things. I didn't even think about that.
All right, what'd I miss? Anyone in go mode?
Not yet, but I've pieced together we can probably go get Chunky in Forest now that we have a rank Stand.
Nice.
Also, I'm pretty sure chat tried to rebel, but it didn't get very far. Looks like Etiquette's doing a relatively full clear of Aztec while he's here. Oh, he got caught by a cop through a wall!
No!
That's so funny.
That's so bad.
Best part is you can't even tell he's there until it's too late.
Yeah, I wonder if Eddake's gonna play his instrument when he gets into DK 5-door temple again. And I wonder if King is gonna get caught by the same thing. I guess we'll find out.
It depends on if he does it.
Oh, he
'Cause what
doesn't
I'm
even
thinking
care,
is-
dude. He's going into Lava Temple. Does not
Lava
want
Temple
anything to do
makes
with
sense
it.
here. There's a greater than 0 chance that the Strong Kong check in the tunnels has the last potion.
Looked like a blueprint on the check in the barrel. And there's another cop.
Eddaket taking no chances this time. Bopping him with the instrument before getting anywhere
we got
close.
A guitar.
Alright, alright.
Alright, King
This
is
could
saying,
be tiny in the Kong cage.
King is saying no to 5-door temple here. Unless he's looping back around, I guess. Alright, the thing has spawned. Eddaket now going to check what is in the lanky cage.
If it's tiny, I'm gonna panic.
Just
Nope.
GB.
Unfortunate.
Eddaket's now gonna leave. Gonna check out what that strong Kong barrel is. And again, we know that there are 2 potions in the tunnel, so we've got one of them already, but we need to know what the other one is. One potion was the peanuts. Something to remember as well, Aztec Llama Temple was also hinted for a potion. We didn't get one there yet, so I'm having a feeling that we may be coming back.
Yeah, we either need to find Grape and check the matching game, or grab Tiny and check his flat and such.
There.
Alright, that puts the last potion on the pineapple faces, right?
Yeah, so the pineapple locked vase room was the only one we didn't see. All right, here is a spot where this could be something, right? We know that this is path to key 7, so we'll see what happens.
I think after thinking about it a bit while you were away, I think going to Forest next makes the most sense. I'm pretty sure key 4 is just in the shop there for Diddy to buy.
That would make sense.
So you just swing by, you grab that, you go to the top of the mushroom, you most likely grab Chunky, and then you either read your level 5 hints, or you just rush into Japes and do stuff there.
That sounds like a good plan to me. I'd be on board.
Thank you. I like to think sometimes I'm okay at cooking.
That was a very awkward pineapple shot for, or I guess coconut shot for Eddaket there. Throw back to water. Oh, look at this hide right here, dude. He knows.
Corner camping. All right. It's like King is done with the level. I can respect it. And he's going back to Forest. He's a genius.
He missed out on barrels.
Oh. Ooh, that's gonna hurt later.
Oh, that might really hurt. We'll see. I think
It
there's a
might
pretty
hurt,
decent chance that'll get hinted, but man, that might bite.
Oh yeah. They got what, 3 hints here, and then shortly after 5 more hints to grab.
Oh, Eddaket's going for more hints. Like you said.
I can't blame him. That's pretty darn good.
So Galleon Metals is 7-8 lanky
7,
chunky.
8 lanky chunky.
Evans
Makes sense with diving.
D8.
Yes, that jump is legal. The only illegal version is grabbing the hint door with Chunky. Ooh. Eddaket seems to have forgotten that key 4 was... Well, a key was shown in a shop earlier.
Apparently King has too.
That's okay. They'll remember eventually, I hope.
Eventually at some point. Our Mill fans are very sad because Mill got hinted dead. No spider boss.
Oh, is he gonna go look at the shop again and remember? He is. He does remember.
Okay, cool. Key 4, key 4, key 4.
It's got to be key 4. We've gotten hints for everything else.
Key 4, hooray!
So Etiquette's got barrel throwing on King, but King's got key 4 and potentially Chunky. Oh, and Etiquette also has a slam, but
Yo, imagine Diddy is on the rabbit race check and we have nothing for it yet.
oh yeah, that's what I was fearing beforehand, but it makes more sense for him to be on one of these with slam super early. Or not slam, stand.
Something I think we neglected to mention as well is that King... Ooh, there's Chunky.
Oh, the medal? Did they not get that before? I guess not.
It's not. But something that we may have neglected to mention before, King never got the Super Simian Slam either.
Right.
So King
That could be
is
pretty...
a little further ahead in the seed playthrough, but he is down 2 moves that are needed for K. Rool.
Right, but since both of them are in Aztec, it makes a return trip there later higher value, because he could get both of them with relative ease. Maybe not the barrel throwing, but I have a feeling it'll get hinted somewhere.
This is still moderately strong by Etiquette, though. Like, he's gonna get golden bananas and coins off of this.
Right.
I wonder what King's going back for. Obviously, he has Chunky Kong, but he doesn't have moves.
Well, if you remember earlier, Cranky has something in his shop for Chunky to buy.
Oh, that's true.
So that's potentially very big to grab. Looks like he's sniping some bananas here in Diddy's room.
King does not want to get altitude 1, that's for sure.
There's definitely plenty of balloons in this room.
Right, we didn't get to see this Diddy check here. I think we might get a possible high 5 here. It looks like we are.
Alright, high-fiving at the Diddy Vines barrel.
And this is where Etiquette is gonna get bit in the butt here, because now King is gonna be able to get this potion, and Etiquette has to go back and get Chunky first. What do we got? Oh, that's a big one. That's a big one.
And that's Diddy K. Rool all set to go?
Looks like it. Both players are going to have to backtrack. Not ideal for either player, but that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes.
Mm-hmm. The donk giveth and the donk taketh away.
Now remember, Mills is dead, but I think Etiquette wants some more bananas. Yeah,
Right?
definitely.
Oh yeah, this will get him the medal and get Chunky. Which also might mean he doesn't go to the mushroom area to get the key, which would be not great.
And Chunky, there we go. Etiquette just going to flat out leave.
Ooh. He did not remember the key.
He just wants to go to Japes, I guess. Now we don't have any kind of hints for Japes here, so very interesting call.
If nothing else, Japes is a great place to swing by and get a whole bunch of quick GBs. King going back to Aztec, it seems, with his newly found Chunky Kong.
It's not going to get what we presume is key 5 yet. Wait, no, I think he can. I think it's me on the Vulture. I think that's what he wants.
That is definitely an option here. The question is, will he do... It doesn't look like he's going to swing by the Llama Temple, or Tiny Temple, this time around.
This could be key 5 as well.
If this is key 5, that's huge for King, because that's 15 more hints.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, King has a massive 15 hint advantage right now on Etiquette. And now if he goes in here, he might get Super Simian Slam too. So very good pathing right now for King. He might just be getting the Chunkster bananas though. Oh! It is charge.
Unfortunate for Etiquette.
So Chimpy charge is on the lowlands area in Japes. If King leaves here after this GB, he didn't. He's getting slam.
That's very good. And there's a pretty good chance that those remaining 15 hints point him to, or back to the Tiny Temple, or hinting the check specifically, or not the Tiny Temple, the 5-door temple. He's already doing Tiny Temple stuff.
Yeah, King is in a very good position right now, even though Etiquette still has a move on, one of the moves on him.
I think he also has a decent GB lead. Actually, no, they might be about tied.
Looks like Etiquette is 3 ahead, so really not that big of a deal. Super Simian Slam on the side of King. He'll be getting a quick gold banana in this battle arena as well. Gonna see a Japes clear here for Edda. In the meantime, King is just gonna be hitting up the rest of the levels so we can see some hints. Oh, there's a
we do not have
potion.
a tiny hit yet. Ooh, great blocked. That's
Great
interesting.
Blocked and Creme Isle. Galleon level 7.
So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking whatever's on the trombone check in the aisle or in the Japes lobby is probably a Chunky K. Rool thing. It's Chunky and Lanky K. Rool.
4 shops key 4.
Ooh, Treek splat.
7-8 Lanky Chunky. That path, that's Mini Monkey, I think.
Yep.
What was the one before that? The Trika Splat is Wath? The Owl
Yeah,
Tree?
the Treek splat Wath.
Owl Tree, right?
No, I think it's Castle Tree, but hang on, let me get an
Castle
instant replay.
Trika Splat, okay. Surrounding Ski 8.
That makes sense if it's that tree splat. Yeah, the splat inside the tree. That's most likely the key 8 thing, but it could be anything else. And of course, the key 4 hint that Etiquette's probably looking for.
Castle level 5.
Also in the galleon level. Alright.
There's
Which
the
gives us
bases.
Vanilla Caves.
Polar Bananas and Factory Foolish. Tiny Temple is... I didn't see how many potions it was.
One potion.
What was that?
1 potion in the Tiny Temple.
That was slam.
All our scouring hints were for Aztec this seed.
5 tunnels foolish. Ooh, Castle Splat is tiny. Wonder if King might just go in, but he does have one more level to get hints from. And we are missing 3 multipath and 2 Waths. So like,
wait, is that a key?
Oh my god, it's a key.
Why is key 7?
Alright,
What?
well there we go. We got key 7.
We know where the keys are.
Well, fortunately, there is no key casino. Chat very sad right now.
Wait, so what is that? Is that grape or trombone that the game expects you to have for that one? Grape?
Well, I think it's either or.
But then where does...
So now we gotta figure out where one of those items are. Ooh, King almost fell off. But if you do fall off in Castle, you get 1, so... Still a path worth following though, because trombone is needed. And you still, of course, have Lanky K. Rool to fulfill, so definitely a path you follow with Mini Monkey for sure.
Oh, of course.
Oh, there's a potion! Underground potion!
Oh boy.
Something interesting we gotta think about as well. We also need Baboon Blast to even get into the tree.
Right, there's a lot of stuff we're still missing.
Dang, that was expert snipe by King there. Definitely not NA aim, that's for sure. King is just going to ignore Chunky Face Puzzle. It's a slow one, alright.
It's not too bad. There are worse checks you can do. Well, I guess it depends on how the face rolls, but...
So Eddaket, I believe, has a 5 golden banana advantage now. That's still not super significant though. We'll see what Eddaket does here afterwards. He's got to remember to get that key from Forest.
He's also got to remember to stop by Cranky's back in Factory.
Yes.
Pick up... What did he pick up there? Rocket Barrel. To get his key 5.
Yup. Alright, he is going to Factory, so he's going to be getting Rocket Barrel.
Hopefully he is.
Not too much luck in Castle so far, but we do know one of the Kasplats is tiny, so it will pay out eventually. Not too concerned about him right now.
We did not check llama pedestals. We do not have Tiny Kong. Not this one.
Nice maneuvering by King to grab all those items there. He's just gonna go straight to the top. And we're buffering.
Crown, great for NSAC, not so great for us.
Alright, we have Rocket Barrel on the side of Edda.
You know what? I like this routing. This gets him the medal and also the ballroom check. Unfortunately, there's no Kasplat in here, so it's not going to get him tiny.
Right, key 5 for Etiquette. He's still missing key 4, but
He'll get the hint for key 4, and then he'll feel a little bit bad about forgetting about it.
yeah, I hope he didn't forget about it anyway. Oh, there's Monkey Port. It's unhinted, at least for now. But still.
No, that's hinted. Castle Diddy Medal was hinted.
Oh, okay, never mind. I can't read.
Happens to the best of us. Hey, sometimes misreading your hints is good though. I read the hint wrong, and I put DK tree sniping instead of chunky tree sniping, and both were something we needed, but we couldn't get the chunky one until much later.
Etiquette now has the sights in that green potion here. Now, we do know that Crumile's Path to Key 8, but we already have Gorilla gone. So it's very possible that that's just a triangle for a chunky Helm. And if it's not, then who knows what that is.
Oh, that's right. We're only missing one hint for Key 8, or one hint overall, and that's our Helm order. That's locked behind Featherbow. Or Rocket Barrel, I guess.
No, we're still missing.
Oh, you're
King
right. He
never
hasn't
went
gone to
one of the
caves yet.
levels. There's the tree check we missed earlier, and the tree is a lot of stream value, I'd say. You have to do a tough Baboon Blast course. Got that Baboon Blast in general. Have to have Coconut Gun or Primate Punch, depending on where you want to go.
Hitting his key 4 hint? Oh no, he already got the key 4 hint, I think. Where was the key 4 hint?
Key 4 hint. I think it's in this next one that he's about to.
Oh, he's going into caves?
Key 4 hint, I think, is key 4 locked.
No, they picked it up in the Galleon lobby, I think. You might have just forgotten about it.
Prod room,
right,
7-8, Lanky Chunky. Ooh, Aztec Chunky Medal.
That's not too bad.
Did King get that? I don't think he did.
No, but he got all the ones in
here we go.
Tiny Temple.
DK Tiny Chunky.
Not too bad. That green vial hiding behind K. Lumsey's cage is looking better by the second.
Meanwhile, we have an orange throw sighting. Castle Medal Rewards was on the path to what now?
Key 8. That's probably Monkey Port.
Yeah, that makes sense. Right, we got a dead check, rip. Etiquette is finally going back to get key 4.
He finally put the pieces together. Yes, Barrels is so far unhinted.
Crown casinos are not real, chat. Sorry, NSAC players, but it's true.
Wait, actually, it's loosely hinted by Production Room to key 7-8 Lanky Chunky.
What was in prod room again now?
Coconut Gun.
Yeah. There we go. There we go. That's good. That's good. That's good. There's still a lot of stuff we can do. Caves Cabins Area's Path to Key 8. Caves DK Medal something. Caves Kasplat Mini Room is something. Which we can't do yet because we're missing Ponytail Twirl.
That Japes, Caves, and Mines hint for key 7 might put King or point King back towards Japes and see if he can just get that out of logic, like Etiquette did.
Right. A little behind on the track here. I'm trying to get caught up, Chad. I'm sorry. Edda has key 4, Edda has key 5, Edda has key 7.
I think it's fair for King not to put too much stock into going to Japes and getting key 7 right now, because there wasn't a whole lot else there, was there?
No.
Oh, Chippy charge.
And like, this is a very quick seed for golden bananas, so like, I almost would argue that Etiquette doing that may actually hurt him in the long run. I guess we'll find out. We still need quite a few golden bananas. The Diddy potion.
Oh, did he move?
Oh, that's a good one.
Punch.
Primate
That's
punch.
huge. That's not hinted, I don't think.
I'm looking at my hints. I don't see any.
Unless it's the feather locked hint, but
Etiquette's roughly 5 golden bananas ahead here. So even though Etiquette did Japes, hasn't really gotten him that much of an advantage. King is going to attempt to do Twirless to get the check that is in here. Now, you do have 20 crystal coconuts, but it's a little bit tight here if your movement isn't perfect. So we'll see if King gets it first try.
also grab those 3 in this corner here for a little bit of extra buffer. Huge, easy grab.
Just gotta get up this little climb here. We'll see if it happens. This is pretty textbook here. This is exactly how you want to be doing this GB if you skip ponytail twirl.
7 should be enough to get over there unless he falls off.
Oh, falling off here would be so sad. Beautiful by King. He is going to be getting this hinted check, which is trombone.
All right.
Beautiful.
That means Twirl's probably locked by something in Galleon. Probably the metal.
Nope, Mechfish. Always Mechfish. I have an agenda.
Well, it can't be Mechfish because Peanut's not on the path.
No, it's Mechfish.
You know what? It might be Mechfish.
See, I'm easy to convince, or I'm easily able to convince people just like that. Anyway,
It makes sense.
King is buying stuff. Edda is being very good with making sure to get Diddy balloons, Diddy bananas, anything he needs to get that 40 blueprint or 40 bananas, because he knows that he needs it.
But is he going to run out of ammo? Ooh, key 9? I don't think I've ever seen someone find that yet. Etiquette not peeking the twirl barrel.
It's kind of nice for him because now he won't need to be distracted by it.
Also, that's really important, like grape shooter.
Yo, there's Tiny! I know, I didn't react to King getting her, so that's why I reacted like that.
Huge.
All right, everyone's favorite room is on King's screen right now. You do have oranges, so you can do it. Oh! Took some collateral damage there.
That's fine, the timer hadn't started yet.
Ooh, nice. Those enemies aligned really good for that.
Yeah, gotta love when the purple claptraps walk up to a barrel enemy and they get bopped at the same time.
Oh! It's the bean!
The bean?
The
Cabins to
bean.
key 8?
Bean seed, anyone?
It's possible. I think there's a high chance Eddaket gets that too. The downside, we're missing 3 moves to do the bean check.
Yeah. There.
There's only one more cabin we can, well, kind of check right now. But
Not logic, but we still can. Nice banana routing by both players here.
mm-hmm.
There's Monkey Port. Edda does not even care. He's just leaving. He knows he needs to move on. We are going into caves. Nothing showed
here.
up in
It
cabins.
could be the bean.
Well, unfortunately, we cannot check the bean. We're still missing some stuff for it. King is still missing barrel throw. Now, it hasn't really done that much to hinder as a hindrance to him, but he is coming back here.
I think there's an okay chance he does it, since Coconut got hinted path to basically everything.
I think he came back because he wants the chunky metal.
Oh yeah, that's also a very big reason to swing back here. We know Pineapple's going to show up eventually because we need to do the chunky vases. So it's just a matter of Feather Bow and Saxophone popping up. Sax will need anyways for Helm.
Gorilla Grab showing up. Very cool.
Everybody loves it. Alright, what do we have here?
Oh, there's grape!
Grape! We know exactly where he's taking that.
Alright, where did he find grape now? He found it on the metals, right?
Yep. Aztec Chunky Metal.
Triangle,
That gets you
trample.
Triangle.
Sweet.
Which is most likely our Creme Isle to Key 8 hint.
Yup.
Like he's swinging back around to caves. With Punch, he should be able to get Donkey's Metal here, right?
It's gonna be a close one. Like, the problem is you have no pineapple.
Well, you don't need Pineapple to get Donkey's Medal, because there's a balloon
DK's
right there in
medal,
the
right.
gun room. And then there's the, like, 3 over by the giant boulder.
Yeah, so there's one in here. There's another punch-locked one. Oh, it's third melon. There's another punch-locked one
melon?
by the giant boulder, like you said. And then
I think he's
what?
good.
Yeah, I think so
There's-
too.
10 over by the Igloo, 5 by Cranky. Being about to pick up Grab, if he had the money for it. Eddaket picking up Punch.
Lots of shop visiting here. Eddaket can do it. He's thinking about it. Oh, he's jumping over. He's doing it. We have.
He's at least gonna give it a try.
2 first try twirlists would be great.
Doing twirless here is pretty huge because that means you can skip having to make a return trip after grabbing someone's medal and galleon.
Yeah.
Which I'm pretty sure is just where whatever we need is at this point. So like King really wants that
jump, but I believe Eddaket can still make. Oh, that's not good.
He's on the clock.
Yeah, he's got it. Oh, yep, it's over. He wasn't jumping at the exact optimal height. Yeah, he's not gonna be able to make it. That sucks.
That's a real tough trick too.
You have to jump at the exact highest point, otherwise this trick does not work. It's a lot harder than it looks.
Oh yeah.
And not only that, after you get that, you have to get some very perfect jumps here. That crossover to that other one is pretty... yeah, I think he's gonna be just barely short.
It might be close. King was at what, 7 when he got here?
It depends on where the timer is at, I guess. Ooh, come on. It's gonna be close.
He's either gonna get in by like the skin of his teeth, or he's gonna grow right in front of the entrance. And I think he might have
he's got it.
Oh yeah.
Let's go! There's Hunky Chunky.
Hunky Chunky, okay.
So that solves that.
Wait, then why are all these things on the path to Key 8, Lanky, and Chunky BK Rool?
I guess we'll, I think we're still missing pieces of the puzzle.
King taking his newfound triangle and going over to the cabins again.
Nothing there. Gotta leave.
Unfortunate. There's 3 more, well, technically 4 more cabins checks, and then the bean is our answer.
Did Eddaket just try to play bongos when he didn't have them? Oh no.
I think he might have.
King is
Looks like he's going in for the bean.
So this is an easy one because, like, you know, Galleon Metals has something, so you gotta.
Yeah.
Does have just enough. That purple claptrap's in an awful spot. Eddaket.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's walking in the way. Yes. Okay, cool.
Whew. Saved. Took a spot or a cup. He's just standing there menacingly.
All right, so
Where's last? Excellent question, chat. I have absolutely no clue. It could be on the beanstalk for all we know.
we really need that blast. We're also missing sax and bongos.
And logically, twirl. King grabbing 1 golden banana and immediately leaving the level. He is going back to Aztec. I think he might be going to the Llama Temple for the scouring. Oh no, because he doesn't. Oh, he does have grape.
Yeah, so coming back to Llama Temple is a pretty solid choice here. You now have access to 2 mini monkey checks plus grape. That gives you 3 total checks. We haven't found anything there yet. Very good call by King.
One of those is a potion. We can only hope he also does some of the 5-door temple while he's here.
Oh, looks like he's heading
and
over
it looks
there.
like he is. All right, he's honing in on the right temple. I like this play.
Yeah, remember factory production room did get hinted, and that was coconut you got there. So like, this is a very strong play. This was very.
But here's the
good
question:
reasoning
does
by
he
King.
get caught?
Nope, he heard him. He heard the kid.
He saw him peeking through the wall.
Flashlight was too big. There's barrel throw. King is on a perfect opportunity here to win this race. Definitely feels ahead now, even though he has a lower amount of golden bananas.
Swing by Japes for the first time, get the trombone pad. Key 7 out of logic, most likely. Alright, is this pineapple? Maybe feather bow or blast? Oh?
It's pineapple.
It is pineapple.
Oh, baby. One more gun until we have bean access, chat.
Fun
Pineapple.
fact, that gun also gives us Check of Legends access for both of them.
Eddaket is making sure he gets DK's medal before leaving. Very good call. Got a bit to go. Pick up the third melon in the process.
Won't have to worry about dying anymore. The question is which Japes, Caves, and Mines checks does King do first? Because when you see just Key 7 on a spot for Japes, Caves, and Mines, you gotta think Key 7's there, right?
I'm surprised he didn't just do the underground check. Oh, maybe he forgot about it.
He might be going back for it.
Yeah, he forgot. Alright, hour and 9 minutes in the sea. I still feel like we have a decent amount of unanswered questions here.
I also feel like some of these questions might swing by pretty quick. Because it's entirely possible that it's just a simple path, like the Chunky Face has Blast, the Trika Splat has Feather Bow, and the Beanstalk has like bongos or sax or something.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised King didn't go to Aztec first here, but he knows there's something. He knows Key 7's here, so it doesn't. I guess the order at this point for him doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it's right in the front, so a quick swing by Aztec isn't too difficult to do. And if he can find Key 7 here, that'll put him a little bit closer to being in like full go mode.
Hunky Chunky acquired by Eddaket. They now both have Hunky Chunky.
Oh, you're right. We can't have sax on the Beanstalk. To be fair, though, it still could be like... what would it be? Bases for Blast, Trika Splat for like sax or bongos, and the other one's just in the cabins area. Which we're hoping Bean is the thing in the cabins area that's Way of the Horde, but it's always possible that it might not be.
Right, Eddaket is getting Pineapple Launcher here, so now I believe they are going to be tied for... No, they're not quite tied for moves yet. Eddaket's still missing Grape Shooter.
Where's Grape Shooter? Aztec Chunky Metal. Which if he takes it straight to Aztec, that's going to be a real quick catch up there.
Yeah, it looks like that's what he's going to be doing right now.
It's still very much anyone's game.
Another Battle Crown.
Huge. This for NSAC, that'd be an easy race. Oh, he doesn't have any chunky bananas.
But he can do the Vases room. King did not do the Vases room. It took him a little bit longer with the path he made.
Looks like King's about to get key 7 though, which is very good.
Yeah, with all the checks he's done, he knows it's in here.
And if the galleon medal is twirl, which would lead to trombone and caves.
Ooh, there's
There's a
bongo
good
blast.
chance. Okay, that's great. Not what I was hoping for, but you can't complain about that.
No.
If twirl is the diving galleon medal, then that barrel that King saw in Castle earlier suddenly becomes real suspicious.
Yeah.
We're missing a fair bit of moves here, and we don't have a whole ton of hints left for those.
All right, and with this, Eddaket has now caught up to King. Here's see where he goes from here. Looks like we're going into caves. He definitely is going to be looking into that cabins check for sure.
Can't blame him. If I were him, I'd be hoping it was the bean, though, but...
I mean, that's all of chat.
Exactly. King stocking up on some GBs.
Those wondering in the chat who maybe haven't watched the whole thing here, we're not in no mode yet, but this seems like a pretty straightforward seed. Eddaket for some reason skipped DK's cabin. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah,
why,
opting to go over to Chunky's cabin before doing the rotating cabin.
But we are still missing a couple items here. We need tiny sacks to do hideout helm. And we need Baboon Balloon, presumably to get saxophone. And I believe
blast,
that is
not
it for
balloon.
items. Blast, yes.
If Balloon could get you into the tree in Castle, that'd be pretty impressive. King going for that Vases over in Aztec. I think it makes sense for something to be on the cabin Eddake's in, since Coconut was hinted for everything, but
at the same
also
time,
been
you also
filled.
need homing.
Yeah, homing not having shown up anywhere yet.
Yeah, that I'm a little surprised. Like, I would have done one door cabin first. Like, you spawn right next to it with warp 2, and like, I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's 2 quick, easy, peekable checks.
Either way, he's going to be getting it now. No real harm here. Maybe wasted a minute or so. Got. There's a potion. Is that blast?
Oh no, the bean!
I don't know if the bean's happening, chat. I'm sorry.
That's a yellow potion. It has to be blast since we found everything else already.
This is gonna be a pretty close race. They're within a couple minutes of each other for sure.
What are they doing on blueprints? 8, 11 for... Oh, Eddaket has go mode if he dumps. 3, 6, 10. King is 3 bananas short if he dumps.
Yeah, Eddaket's gonna be going straight to castle here. And this should be I guess I just
saxophone.
Mark here. Yeah, saxophone. Forgot to mark that Eddaket has trombone, so that was throwing me off. And that should be go mode if that's the case. There's a
And if
possibility
it's
that
not,
it's not.
we panic.
Yeah, this was pretty neat. Both racers correctly sussed out that ponytail twirl wasn't galleon, so they just didn't even bother going.
Oh yeah. The question is, will they get burned by the ponytail twirl minigame in Helm?
I know King was in galleon for a bit, but he didn't really stick around.
Yeah, it might have been beneficial to, before leaving after punching that chest, to swing by Cranky's shop if he didn't. Just to snag a couple GBs or blueprints.
As Bongo Blast, Eddaket is about to free, or open the tree, I should say. Alright, if this is sax, this is go.
That is looking like a saxophone, and they are in go mode.
Alright, very nicely well done by Eddaket. He's going to be turning in.
$11 blueprints, getting him right up to 60 GBs. King will need to do a little bit more to get his final few GBs to get into Helm.
Yeah, Eddaket really only made some minor flaws with routing here, but like, this was just a really, really solid performance.
Mm-hmm. Both of them played very well.
And King was definitely putting in work the whole time as well.
It's like he's swinging by Cranky's for a couple GBs.
Gotta get some GBs here. Meanwhile, Eddaket is turning in the last of his blueprints. There is 60, and that is go mode. I believe I've marked everything I need to on the tracker. We should be good there.
Oh yeah, the PTT skip there is massive. Anyone who needs to go do medals in Galleon is going to be a good few minutes behind other people.
Alright, now like someone in the chat said, there's a chance that we may get the ponytail twirl minigame here, in which case they have to leave and go get ponytail twirl. We know where it is, kind of, so it shouldn't be too bad, but that would be the most stream value out of the sea we could get at the moment.
We roughly know where it is. There are 5 checks to choose from. And they're all medals.
Oh, I love this remix happening on stream right now on for King's Music. This is the hard pearl path panic.
Unfortunate that Eddaket hasn't randomized his fairies.
Oh, it's the Kuiper special. That was
boy.
Kuiper for raid. Oh, it's the 10 pack too.
Woo!
Oh my god.
Meanwhile, King 1 GB short of getting in.
Yeah, he's gonna risk it
Eddaket really struggling with the flies.
Almost, I'd almost, yeah, start over at this point.
Yeah.
So there are 3 checks going up to Helm for King. So if any one of those have a golden banana, then he is good. I've had times where all 3 checks were in a gold banana and I was 1 short. That's never fun.
And he's good.
Perfect. And now he just needs to head on in and face the wrath of Big Bug Bash as well.
Yeah, it looks like he'll be about 1 Helm room behind, but there are many ways that this could go horribly, horribly wrong for both runners.
Yeah,
as shown by how this Big Bug Bash is
done.
done.
Twirl game shows up, and it can be anyone's game at this point. It really depends on what medals they would go for.
Oh yeah, and they'd have to do the Big Bug Bash again. Yeah, exactly 1 Helm room behind. King with cop fairies. Love to see it.
Really, this is just a representation of how the seed went for Etiquette.
Alright, 1 for 2. Are we gonna have twirl?
Oh, it's another Big Bug Bash!
Oh no. Is it the 10 again?
It's the 8! It's the 8!
Ooh. Struggling just as much as the 10 to start.
Welcome to bonus stage.
Dude, if the stealthy Snoop stat snatch shows up after this game, forget about it. Alright, Etiquette makes quick work of the Big Bug Bash game that time. King doing a very good job. This is a masterclass on what to do for Big Bug Bash. There's a third
As you say
one!
that, he's...
This is unbelievable!
Kyber would DNF this one.
At least the number's going down.
It's going down. We're gonna get the 4 in the next one.
Well, we did not get the ponytail twirl minigame, but at what cost?
A lot of bugs needing to be bashed.
Oh, nice. Etiquette got the cutscene skip there. Very good.
Somebody set up a bug zapper.
Heading on over to Chunky's room. We have all the moves for Chunky. Don't need to worry about getting 2% here. We are in full go mode.
Welcome to bonus stage.
Unfortunate that the bean wasn't our way of the horde.
Okay, new randomizer idea, okay?
Alright.
We add bug spray to an item you can get in the game, so when you see Big Bug Bash, the bugs just die instantly.
I like it. I like it.
Finally, a not so difficult game there. Etiquette finally gets one of the easier Kremlin cautious.
Welcome to bonus stage.
Wrapping it up with Crazy Kong Clamor.
15 Crazy Kong Clamor. There's exactly 1 relatively easy minigame in this. All GB barrels are bug barrels.
Hey, we don't need Beaver Bother spray. Balam
Beaver
has fixed Beaver Bother, chat.
It's been fixed. I suck at regular Beaver Bother. I played the updated version. It's extremely smooth.
This is a required viewing after the stream, chat.
He shot Lanky.
Required viewing right here. Beaver Bother is fixed. We literally fixed it like 2 days ago, I think. The best part about Beaver Bother is not everyone can beat it. Well, I mean, you still have to try, right? But like, it intuitively makes sense, is what I'm trying to say.
It's true. The beavers no longer get stopped right at the hole. They fall right in.
You'll get the new and old like you'll get the hang of it. It's really not that bad. Does not look like it's gonna be a sub 130 seed, but it's gonna be a low 130. Pretty speedy seed overall for sure.
Oh yeah.
Come on, Etiquette.
Etiquette struggling to get into the rocket barrel.
Alright, light number 2.
Good thing he's got that third melon, less likely to die here.
Always appreciate the third melon when you find a chat. Done.
King 3 for 3 for cutscene skips.
Beautiful.
Got the vanilla ordering of K. Rool phases for this seed.
E8 get on King.
He is going into Helm. He's a little over 1 K. Rool phase behind.
This is a very fitting music on King's stream here for this battle. King Bomb, King K. Rool, same thing.
Getting the double shot.
Last phase by Etiquette. King is done with phase 1. So we're gonna have.
But will he do the backflip?
That is a good question. No backflip there. All right, one more punch. All right, chat, we want to see the backflip. We'll let a kid backflip for us.
Hold.
He did it! He did it for chat.
What a legend.
All right, GG's. Etiquette finishing in first place in the race with a 131.21. Congratulations, Etiquette.
Very solid.
Very good.
Game looking like it'll be about a minute behind.
All right, just K. Rool for King. See if we can get Etiquette in here in a second.
King doing a little punch to get over to the Gorilla Gon pad.
Oh no.
Yo,
All right.
Mornin and
Ladies and gentlemen, we have Etiquette.
GG, that
Oh,
was...
Camerson sniped King! Dang!
Oh, man. I was not expecting to win that. I had a very, very rough beginning, and then I completely just didn't write down that Diddy had a key in his shop.
Yeah, we were wondering about that.
Yeah.
but,
Yeah.
like, yeah,
We figured.
You'll see the hint eventually about, like, that was a bit sad.
That was, yeah. And the entire time I'm like, I don't have a key 4 hint. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing right now. Maybe it's locked behind Tiny and Feather Door. And then I was like, well, I got to stumble on Rocket Barrel then to get the key 5 in Totem Oasis area at some point. And then I found it, immediately left, got my hints, and then was like, oh, I know where key 4 is. But yeah, it was an interesting seed. I think after that mistake, I turned it around and really kicked it up. But I had some technical issues right at the start, and then I had that mishap there, and I spent way too long in Aztec for some reason. But I got a slam out of it, so it wasn't
And
that bad.
barrels.
And barrels, yeah, that was a big barrels pull because I don't know how that is hinted. Although I didn't really pay attention once I got it.
It's very loosely hinted by key 7/8 Lanky Chunky with the factory production hint for Coconut.
Oh, yeah. But then, that also, I'm assuming Ponytail Twirl is like Donkey's Metal and Galleon. So it also could be that. Yeah.
That was correctly sussed out, regardless that it wasn't needed. And GG KingofYamimakai. Coming in third place here with a 133.16. King, you there?
Might still be muted on his end. Oh, there he is.
Did that one work?
There
Yep.
we go.
There it is.
There we go. GG.
GG's. How do you feel like you were doing, King? Like, you had a really, like, you had like a textbook twirlist. That was beautiful to see.
I was kind of all over the place. I just couldn't seem to figure out where barrels was, so I was like, we're just gonna go on without it. It'll turn up its face eventually.
Yeah, and I think you were like eventually hitting up those coconut checks until you found the right one.
Yeah, I was going towards Galleon because I was like, all right, I got hinted Galleon metals. Let's go figure out what that was. And, like, as I walked in, I was like thinking Coconut, 7/8, Lanky Chunky. First 3 levels, I'm thinking 5-door temple, so I was like, let's just go back and let's see if that's that.
Yeah, the funny thing about that one was that Etiquette actually went in there on his first like run through because he had coconut, but he got caught by the cop right before going there. And he was just like, F it, I'm gonna go to Llama Temple first.
Well, yeah, because it was funny because what happened was I went through, so I did the first half of Factory, got my coconut, and then left to get Diddy because I knew exactly where Diddy had to be. And then I was like, I may as well, while I'm here, I've got guitar, I should just clear the rest of Aztec. Or like a quick clear of Aztec. And then I was going to do the 5-door temple just to finish out there. I had 2 guns, both were kind of hinted for stuff, so I'm like, all right, let me just go do these. I get caught by the cop, and I'm like, I should just leave. And then I was like, wait, there are 2 tunnels in the Aztec various Aztec tunnels, or there's 2 potions in Aztec tunnels, and I've done every other tunnel check. So the Strong Kong cave like has to be a potion. So I go through Llama Temple to get the Strong Kong cage, or cave, go down there, and I'm like, oh wait, there's also the chunky room. Never mind. And then I'm like, well, while I'm here, I may as well do 5-door. So it all just, it was like mistake after mistake that led to me actually finding barrels there.
Yeah, I went through all the Aztec tunnels because I read my hint wrong. And I was like, I read Aztec tunnels has 2 potions, and then Aztec tunnels for key 5. So I was like,
Oh.
let's just go through them all. So I thought I was down to strong concave. Is like, it's either the potion or the key. So turns out reading's not my strong suit.
Yeah, my big issue was I just completely forgot. I saw the key on Forest Shops, and then I just forgot about it. And so I spent a bunch of time. I cleared all of Japes. I'm like, I have no idea where key 4 is. Finally got Rocket Barrel, so I went back, got key 5, and then read my hint for key 4. I'm like, at first I was like, oh my god, I have to go to the Beanstalk area for key 4. Then I was like, wait, no, it was just in a different shop. It's fine.
And both of you correctly sussed out that Galleon Metals was not needed. That probably was Ponytail Twirl. We don't know for sure, but both of you skipped it.
It seems most likely that it'd be Ponytail.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and like getting Twirless Air is big because that saves like an extra trip for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that key 7 was going to be on Diddy Minecart until I got Chimpy Charge on the boulder. Thought it was all a big chain to get Chimpy Charge.
Oh man.
Oh,
but I got it on the chunky boulder there, and I'm like, oh. I better actually check all these then.
Yeah,
well, yeah
I feel like checking Diddy Minecart isn't that big of a time sink really. So and you end up like in front of the lanky room anyway, so it's not that big of a deal in the long run.
Yeah, my big thing was I did that and I was like, well, trombone and grape are in logic for this. How does this make sense to be like the end of the chain of all this stuff? And then that was when I pieced together that it was like grape and trombone must have lock each other somehow, or like one locks the other. And I knew the grape cage had a green vial, and based on the hints, you needed every green move. So I was actually expecting grape to be where trombone was. The twirless. I was expecting that to be grape instead, and it was trombone, and I was like, oh, interesting. Well, I still need to find grape somewhere, and then it just happened to also be hinted.
Yeah.
Yeah, the seed was generous. Pretty much everything was hinted.
I don't know if Slam was hinted. I'm trying to...
No, so Slam was the one that kind of stumbled into.
Slam's kind of hinted since grape is hinted, but you get other stuff with grape.
Yeah. Do we know where the other Slam is?
Nope.
I only know where the one on the vulture.
Yeah, that's one I got. Which I was like, oh, this is a really good pull, me being like super thorough in Aztec, people aren't gonna do this. And then like 3 lobbies later, there's a Tiny Temple has 1 potion hint. I'm like, dang. People are gonna look there.
Yeah, that scouring hint really saves you if you're not grabbing that slam your first time through.
Gotten to the slam hits. Do you need slam for anything till the end of the game? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I think
no.
You had Castle Caves Galleon, and none of the things you got in any of those levels needed slam.
Yeah, I think I used the slam in Castle to get Diddy's balloon in the underground, but that was it.
And you also
same with his
ballroom.
In, ballroom, that's what I'm
or ballroom, yeah.
Yeah, but if you have punch, you can get that without needing the slam. So yeah, you could have went for the slam hit.
Yep.
Watch the other slam be the one potion in the Llama Temple.
I mean, I was expecting that to be I was expecting Lanky's matching game to be something. Just based on the fact that I knew Grape was part of that long chain. So I bet if matching game is something, then Grape locked both slams, which would be kind of mean. Because, like you said, it's technically hinted, but
Very
it's also
loosely
hinted for other
hinted.
stuff. Yeah.
Actually, Grape has to lock both slams, doesn't it? Or just to follow the chain to Chunky, because Punch was just in a shock. We started with Gone, and a Hunky Chunky wouldn't like Mini Monkey and Twirl to get Trombone doesn't lock Hunky Chunky in any way, because that's just on.
Oh yeah.
DK,
Yeah, because
so
slam logic gets a little bit weird because of like because of the either or thing. So that's definitely could be the case.
yeah, I think it does have to lock both of them. Or Grape doesn't have to lock both of them. I think the end of that chain would be Pineapple has to lock both of them. Because Pineapple locked Grape.
Maybe someone will
Huh?
dig it up for us and we can confirm or
Oh.
deny.
Yeah, we can find.
Grape was on the chunky metal in Aztec. You don't.
Yeah, and that's Pineapple locked.
Oh, you're right, because you need pineapple to get into the chunky temple.
Yeah.
Or the tiny temple.
Yeah,
is chunky.
logically, no matter what Aztec Chunky Metal is, Pineapple locked.
Right.
Practically, you don't need it because of Tag Anywhere, but logically, I think it's like 70 of his bananas are locked by Pineapple.
I found the one potion in Llama Temple, and it was an ammo belt.
Ammo belt.
Ah.
So no idea where the other slam is, but that's all right.
All right, indeed. But I'm sure someone will find it in this race. There's 20 people in this race, so definitely feel like someone will come across it, whether intentionally.
Oh, it wouldn't
or
surprise me if somebody
unintentionally.
gets to the end with a hint. You find out if somebody gets the hint to find out what level that's in.
Yeah. All right, well, I think we'll call it there. Well, GG's to both of you. Really solid seed over. These are the kind of seeds that just go, like everything feels like goes so smooth, and it's really only you that can make the mistakes. It's always good to have those seeds.
Mhm.
All right, well,
Especially after all those bad seats for the Blitz
oh
tournament.
my god, I don't know if we can talk about like half of the Blitz races seeds. Jeez.
Oh,
Ooh,
They're so bad.
I don't want to think about them anymore.
Yeah, and I think a good way not to think about it is we'll take Sarah's suggestion and raid L Rock. I just need to see if this actually works. Raid L Rock. Hey, it created. Cool. All right. Thanks for watching, everyone. We will see you next time, probably next Friday, for another Donk race. Until then, see you around.
I